on them. Coming to you at 1623 minutes on October 8th, 2018. Being famous or giving up your life. What I mean by that, the creator has shown me a connection to the music industry, the building of a business industry, the politician industry, any industry that requires you to sign a contract and give yourself. So like you sign an album, or you a boxer, you got to give them 6 fights, you got to give them 6 albums. So you can't give them six, the number of six, if I am correct, because I keep seeing they trying to change everything. Every time I Google stuff and try to go, even in the library books, I don't see a lot of the older versions of the books anymore. I took out a book a couple years back and went back to get it recently. I probably like a month ago. The book was no longer in there, but it was a new version of the. I was like, I didn't need a new version. I want the old version. So I took the substitute of the older version of the book and everything. And it was funny when I took out one book, I could see somebody was rigorously studying, like me going. They was very adamant about trying to get the information. And the reason I say that, I'm learning, like, cause I didn't know Brandy was related to Snoop Dogg. I didn't know Aaliyah was related to Gladys Knight. Like we had pictures of not Alicia, Keisha Cole that had pictures of Tupac. These are like family members, and they are friends of families. That's why I always said the essence of the people. Like I learned this is wrong. Even Prince said it, and Michael Jackson. Everybody deaf. They always talked about, but they took a picture of Prince house. Prince was kind of. I'm confused by all these people too. I am very confused because they're tricking me, because they're signing up, and I don't know if they know that what they're signing up for, they're gonna have to do a lot of things that they shouldn't do. And then later on, after it's said and done, after no longer the powers there is not helping them, they always coming out. Like recently is more Cat Williams. Now I'm Cat Williams talking about. Before it was Monique. It was like, but when y'all was getting that gravy train ran on you, piling the money up on you, or you was living a comfortable life, it was no talks. It was quiet. It was none. It was like mum's the word. Mum's the word. It's like nothing you can get out of them. Now, since the gravy train ran out, they're talking. And to me, I'm a type of person, I don't care what nobody say. I talk about your past is in your past. But that comes to you if you're trying to move forward and bettering yourself. But if you're trying to better yourself and try to use me in bettering yourself and tell me that is something wrong, I'm gonna laugh at you, because I'm gonna be like, what happened to when you was making that money? I never made money my whole life. I lived all right, but I always advocated. If people know me since I was younger, I didn't talk a lot. I always, and it sounds funny, and this is why I don't trust people. I feel and this is why I have a highest thing. That's why I say I'm perfect. I feel as I was saying the same thing since I was 8. My conversation never changed from me and who I am now. I just learned. I educated myself. I heard people talk. And I was like, I don't believe you. Let me go look this up. You lie. Or I told my nephew, I said something one time. I say him, just to double check to make sure I'm right. To go back to check, I checked myself. Then I asked my nephew. And he elaborated what I said. But I was like, did you really go check? He was like, no. Then I was like, see, I made a little errors. And then I learned after I kept seeing errors about what people was telling me about what was these different organizations called. What was this? What was that? I was like, they making a lot of errors. Not that they was trying to trick me. It's that we are now, this when the being of who you are kicks in. Like, I can make a mistake, but I'm still, and that's the thing. And I was talking to the lady, I'm trying to get understanding. I was like, I don't like a lot of information I talk about is spiritual. I tell you the truth. If you don't believe me, I don't watch Bill Cosby. I don't watch TV like that. I don't keep up with Beyonce, Jay Z. I watch for the movement and the spirit. Like I had a dream about the lady. Her name was April Rohr. I was talking to. For some reason, I had a dream with her and Kadeem Hardison. I don't know if she ever met him or what, but it was a very strong vision and dream. I don't know what was going on. So I'm guessing she met a guy like him or as him, or she moved on in a relationship. Because I remember it was one time I was talking to this lady named Nicole Johnson. She had a reputation for knowing a lot of men sexually, and she moved out of Buffalo. Now she moved to Atlanta, but like in Port, it was a P word part of Atlanta. It was a known place I never heard of, and I felt it when she got married. It was around, I think it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. She got married in September or October, like the 9th or the 12th or the 11th. But then somehow I connected to her. I found her friend on Facebook. That the one when I was hanging out with Nicole, she would like look at me weird. I don't know. It was like she it was like well, I'm basing my stuff off of Nicole. So Nicole telling me this. So I don't know if she was trusting Nicole, but find out she wasn't really trusting Nicole, and she was cool. Maybe I could have talked to her, but I felt some type of weird way because it was as Nicole was telling her about me. She didn't really believe her, and then she got to know me. It was like, oh, that's Nicole. Didn't she never told on Nicole, but she told me when Nicole got married, and I cannot recall her name, but I remember Nicole friend Etana. I don't know if it was Nicole setting me up or the Etana was saying about me. And Itana would tell Nicole, "Wow, this guy doing a lot for you. He's really going out with what he have, and he's like he seemed like he's hard working." And Nicole told me, and it's like Nicole, and she advocated for me, and I never really hung out with her, but she'd see how I treated Nicole. Then one day she kind of like tried to talk to me. I don't know if that was Nicole because it was like on Facebook Messenger, so it was like I don't know. So I was learning like, man, I was learning about women then. But like the spirit of showing me about these industries, I don't trust it. I wouldn't want my daughter being a WNBA player. It seems like they advocate gay. You gotta because I always said that. Why do women want I never thought it. I thought it was sexy to see a woman sweat. But as a career to play football, to tackle each other, I was like, that's a man type of thing. I wasn't being misogynist or sexist or whatever these things you want to call them. I would say, why would a woman want to sweat her hair out? Like I grew up with women wanting to be pretty, play with dolls. I'm not saying you cannot change a tire, you don't know how to fix a car, you don't know how to build a house. I was just I don't mean that that's different type of of a lifestyle. But the lifestyle to always want to be dirty and sweat, I was like, that's not a woman way. Cause I know a woman like to wear, they like to dress up. Majority of women, I don't care if they even gay, they like to dress up. They want to wear the new fashion. They want to look pretty. They want their hair done. I don't diss the weaves and nothing. But if that's your lifestyle, I want to. My woman is a fantasy woman. She literally, I don't want her to. Weave is not her go to. Her wig is not her go to. Her hair on her head. Whether it's a wave cut, whether she bald headed, whether she got ugly feet, whether she got a scar on her face, her side, whatever. I really enjoy the naturalness of a woman. When she wake up in the morning, I want to smell your breath. I know your breath don't smell great. I'm smelling mine now. Mine smell all right, but it don't smell so hot in the morning. But it's like I want to smell her. It's like I want natural. I want full natural. I don't want no. And it's even beautiful. Like I met guys like y'all, man. Her stuff stink. Well, that's what natural. She ain't putting no perfume. She not using scented lotion. She's not using the product. She's eating asparagus. She's eating food that's going to be strong odor. She's drinking vinegar. She's going to have a strong odor. You get used to a person's smell. Whether more people are attracted by like perfumey scents. I get kind of sick with perfumey scents. But at the same time, I've enjoyed a woman. But at the same time, these industries, I don't have to say a lot because the information is right before my eyes and I'm watching it. Like instantly, I don't understand this. You a woman, you watch your friend get raped, or a lady you was with, and then you try to say, "Well, I seen him rape her." That kind of mess up my head as a man to know if I had a daughter one day, if now I know I talk about won't protect, but watching somebody get hurt, now that's different. She's not getting hurt, and it's like you trying to say I'm trying to I'm trying to separate. No, I'm talking on the lines is a person affairs. But you saying somebody got raped and you watched it, and then you said I can hold an account. It's kind of hard for me to believe you because that means you watch somebody get raped. What else would you do? So what's the whole purpose of you watching her get raped and not saying nothing? I don't. Even the R. Kelly stuff. What was the purpose? The Morgan Freeman. If these is all true, the bill. It's like we knew you knew it. They knew this was happening. They didn't do nothing about it. But then now he get to a certain height of his career. Now you talk about it. It I don't know how to make sense of that. That's like me now. That's why I truly stay to myself. I don't mess with white women. I don't keep messing with a woman that's of my ethnicity or nationality and say she don't like me. I'll let you live with me and I'm a piece of crap. Or you can say something bad about me, but the dudes that's hurting you, that's using you, having sex with you, stay over their house, and I'll let you come back here and you couldn't stay out of his place because he lived with his girl or his mama or somebody. He don't pay his own rent. You got bad to say about me. That's why I don't trust this industry. I don't want to. I'm so glad I have too much of a hurt, and I left my job today. Nobody was believing me because it's like, wow, I thought you was gonna be here forever. Like they was not expecting that. But I was like, it's more beneath. I'm getting calls asking me about my what I did wrong. Somebody family ain't like. I was like, this is a nursing home. This is not a one-on-one facility. This is not private care. What are y'all talking about? And that's what was really that ate at me. And I was like, I don't want to be in a facility like this. If you're gonna ask me a question, don't call me, sit me down, and come see me face to face. So I had to quit. And I have job offers, so I'm not worried about it. And I'm on my rent. I pay my rent. I got food. I'm good. I'm okay. I don't need to. I don't eat out all the time. I don't do all a lot of things. I ain't got to go on vacation. I'm okay. Like I'm living in Buffalo, New York. I'm from Buffalo. I want to go to Corning, New York, just to watch Glass. I could just that's a bus ride away. That's like a couple dollars. That's entertaining for me. That's enjoyable for me. But if you want to be a celebrity, you want to be famous, make sure you research. Make sure you watch who you around. Ask them what this entail. Tell them to tell you the truth. Nobody cannot not tell you the truth. People wanted me to join organizations like, yo, we'll give you $500,000. You will have a spot in a great company, but you have to do this, this, and that. And I was thinking about it, and I said, okay, if I do this and that. So I was like, tell me some information first. Is this true? I'm asking them about things that happen in an economy. Then one of them will explain to me, we're not connected to the United Nations. So I was like, so you are not connected. Y'all are, he's like, we're connected, but their orders are different from ours. I was like, oh. So I was like, okay, what we hear in the name. I was throwing out names. I was like, Freemasons and Masons. He was like, they have different orders. I was like, okay. I like what we call these names, people of the light. He knew exactly what I was saying because that's what he was trying to get me to come to. Elite, the banks. He was like, there's different organizations. But then he was like, well, can't go deep into that because you're not in it. But I was like, cool, I'm not in it, but I understand what you're doing and saying. And then I was like, so what do I have to do? He's like, you willing to join? I said, I don't know, but what do I have to do? He said I had to believe, and if you heard this before, you will understand. Money is power. 5 days out of the week, I have to wear a black shirt. I had to live a certain way and do certain things. I was like, cool, okay. But then I was like, is there any type of sacrifice? And I was like, okay, I'm not going to use sacrifice. Like, it's a sacrifice. But there's anything that I have to do. I didn't. I didn't know how to ask. At the time, I asked the question the correct way, and he took a while to respond. He finally responded. All three, four of them, they responded in different ways. They responded the same way, and then we got down. So I was like, okay, what I got to do? But then the first thing that happened, he was like, well, we didn't lie. I was like, yes, you did. And I said, by law, if you follow and honor the law, if I ask a question and you tell me otherwise, or if you told me I have to do this, you break the law. He was like, okay. I was like, is that correct? He had to say yes, because I knew the law. Because that's the only reason they talk to you. They know you understand. I don't have to go through what people go through to go understand. They knew that about me. I've been dealing with this my whole life. My whole life. That's why I call everybody keep calling them these different names. I was like, no, it's a religion. It's to bond you or to bind you. I got to go find to correct those words. And the bad word, the bad things, a bad word, literally the spellings and the meaning, the translations and the language of words. So far in my studies, even the last 2 days, bonding and binding, I cannot find the difference. So it made me feel like, is your like the word belief and believe? Can they be the same? Is your belief system the same as your belief system? Or is your belief system the same as your belief system? Your belief to believe, your belief, your belief, your belief to belief, your belief to believe. And I had to, and that's what making these. Do you really want to be famous? Because that's why, and I spoke about when the creator make it simple to me. He said your mind and heart has to be on the same alignment. That's why the three ring cord is not easily broken. I spoke about this before in one of my other lives. My cord is all the wins I go through in life, all the success, the successful times in my life, the happiness, the joy. It make up little strands and it become a cord. Then when I meet her, she's been through the same thing. But then we have to come to alignment. What is the third cord? Who is our source, the creator? Now, what we do as they did in religion, they made us separate our religion from our unit, our civilization, our unity, our commune. The religion does not go counterbalance with there's no balance with religion and who you are anymore. They separated it. I'm gonna put the copy of the video in the description of this one. If you pray for, I don't, because people keep saying they're not praying for to be saved, but they saying he redeemed us. But the same entity you're praying to redeem or to save you, the people that put you under slavery was praying to the same redeemer, the same savior, to keep you under submission, enslaved, slave, conquered, captive. How is that? And that's where, and that's going by the information that was given to us. So it's hard for me to say, well, I grew up and traditionally fostered and nurtured as a Christian, but I'm not a Christian because I am not a slave. But people say that's your ignorance. That's not my ignorance. Because if you really reading it, and if those the same people that brought the religion to us and that told me I had to submit and be slavery, why I'm so quick to go under their religion? Why are we so quick to go under? How far has we come? How long? I would rather die than to be kept in bondage. How far have we gone? When are we going to realize the dream? Relies. See, they doing relies. So realize, realize. Come on. And I'm trying to get away from the word. And at this point, I can't help it no more. Because you can't tell me to understand without knowledge. You can't tell me to get knowledge without not understanding. I'm not regurgitating what somebody told me. I am regurgitating what the spirit have gave to me. So if you call me, you don't trust in your spirit, I'm not going to worry about your death. Your death is on you. I'm not worried about if I don't eat pig and swine. That's bad for your health. I don't have the mucus out of them. I'm going to do the best I can about that. But I'm not going to live that as my life and say that's the only means of life. Get rich or die trying. YOLO, you only live once. These are the most dumbest sayings ever. That's what idiots, stupid people, stupidity, and foolish people say and do. I don't use the word ignorance. You're either foolish, stupid, or you an idiot, or you're dumb. I don't like the word ignorance. Because if you look at it, everybody is ignorance. A person that had come to tell me you're going to compare Indians, Holocaust, and everything, and you're a white woman, you automatically, I'm not even paying you no attention. You know why? You already exempted my pain and what my parents and their grandparents been through. Forget the 400 years ago. Let's talk about 50, 60, 70 years ago when I have accounts. So if you want to bring up, they have accounts too. I have accounts, personal accounts. You don't have a personal account. You're listening to a biography written by a person. So if Ken Burns write the Civil War biography on Netflix, who's saying that is all the way correct? Because if you're going back 300 years ago, I'm quite sure Ken Burns wouldn't have lied 300 years ago. He's reusable. He's going to regurgitate and then expect me to take that as all truth when I know, well, what about the time you left out? So the industry going to trick you and tell you this is what you have to do. But you're not going to challenge the industry. You're going to get too far, too gone, too deep, because you're going to have too much money. You're going to spend too much time, put too much of your effort, and you're not going to be able to see no way out. I'm glad I denounced my Christianity. I'm glad I seen my way out. I'm happy the Spirit told me 3 times something is wrong. He also told me, do not worry about a wife or a woman. I'm going to say, because wife is a woman to me. I'm not gay. I'm not transsexual. And you got to stop allowing people to can dictate who you are. That's control. That's a program. That's television. That's what these industry. They're introducing you to what they want you to do. You by a contract. You're by a form, a place. You took it on. You signed your name on the dotted lines. You have to do what they say. So this lady that supposedly got raped by Charlemagne the God, correct me if I'm wrong, was named Jessica Reed. And I only bring up certain things because I want the people to think about and challenge their mind. And I want to guide you to all truth, not just truth. Because truth can be facts displayed over and over and over throughout time, just like we say Jesus. Those are facts because over our time, we can't go away because it's breeded, fostered, and nurtured into us. That's in the order and the rule and agenda. So if Malik Joyner, doing my research, unless it was wrong, Malik Joyner is Tom Joyner in the morning show. He used to be on the 93.7 in the city OIM. So whatever radio station he is in your city was 93.7. All the airwaves and the frequencies, it was 93.7. Tom Joyner in the morning show. If he was able to get that radio station through, and it was FM. So it was the F frequency, not the A frequency, not the AM frequency. I gotta look at what I can't recall what F and AM mean. FM. I want to say something metric, and it was like the A was the other metric, like a positive and type negative type of frequency. And Malik Joyner was or is Tom Joyner grandniece or daughter. So I was like, and she know the child, and I was like, see that connection there? That's too close. And Tom Joyner died. All these connections are a little too close for home to me. I know everybody in the world is aligned through the family somehow, not connected. Aligned through family, like the family tree, the roots, the seed, the branched off. Cool. But a lot of these people I keep seeing and learning, like they're very connected. It's like that's that cousin. Like these new rapper girls out. Like one girl, these girls that are horrible rappers. There's this Trina goddaughters. It's like some type of connection. Trina the rapper, the lady rapper. Pull over that too fat, bad chick. I like Trina. I still like Trina. She look weird now, but whatever. And it's a lot of them, just like the porn industry. It's a lot of them go through the like what you're going to call them rituals or initiations because they're in the porn industries. Like some of the women do girl girl, male male. They do DP. That's double penetration. They do ATM. They call it ass to mouth. They do the bouquet. That's when a whole bunch of women or men line up, and they, if it was women, they basically pee on her, and if it's a man, they come on them. They ejaculate all over them, a whole bunch of men at one time. Or it's the other one, the gaggers, the white, and it's always like the black women with the white men. You have a few, you don't see a lot, and it's always they gotta use the white women with the white men. Usually in the porn, and then you see the men. I noticed for a long period of time, the black men in the porn industry started having sex with the transsexual, and I was like, that's, and it was like the known, like it was like Johnny Depp. I don't know if Johnny Depp ever did it, but I know like there's a lot of guys, light skinned dude with the bald head did it, the dude with the braids, the other dude that did Lauren Fishburne daughter, he did transsexual, and it's like all this is a lot of perversion goes on. And I know that to be true because I'm watching the porn, I'm watching these people. And then you hear about who's sleeping with who. Like Cassie got with Didi, she's like his maid. She's like under his spell and control. After he married her. Because she had to, once you get married, there's a contract. You better look at what, see, earthly marriage is not what we think it is. I'm not getting a paper form of marriage. We're gonna be married, and I'm gonna use the law and make sure all my family get what they deserve. And you got to put it in the paper. You got to write it down. I keep telling my mother this. She's going to pass away. Like you have to write this on paper. You need a power of attorney and a will, because the government owns everything. The government is the embodiment that own us with social security numbers and our birth certificate. Even though we all have them on this in this country, at least a lot of people don't. They don't take the shots. They trying to prison people. They trying to get rid of a homeschooling because they don't want you to educate your child. And it's a man that he did a great job when he did on the Viceland. And he talked about guns. He did a great job. But one thing I like, he chose to use his weapon in the time of he should have been talking. He shot at, I think I read an article where it was a true article. He shot at his baby mom because he felt threatened. The children, the mother of the children, I felt that was wrong. And he's talking about, well, my bullets are not to kill. But if you shoot, like I know how to shoot. I don't care if you know how to aim the correct way. So you're teaching your children to shoot for protection. So you're not teaching your child how to arm their mouth. Your sword is your tongue. Yeah, a lot of the Bible that's supposed to be biblical stuff, it's actual logical and practical. I have yet to be shot or killed or murdered, or I've been put in situations to die, but I haven't. Why is that? Because my tongue and my spirit of who I am have kept me. The creator not keeping me. He already gave me the power. I kept me because I knew what to do, because I educated myself, or I learned in that time what to do. I was like, okay. It's like you may have walked up somebody. You may even have known you walked up to somebody before in your life. You might have stopped them from killing someone. You don't even realize it. And I realized, I'm like, wow, that dude was about to go kill someone. And it's like, I'm happy. And I left an impression, and I seen him again. He was happy, or her. And I used to I remember I was going to college, and it was ECC. I don't know. Women was attracted to me. But I was attracted to them for the wrong reason. But they was attracted because of my spirit, and they was always seeking my advice. They was like, "Why you sitting by yourself?" Because I don't want to sit in no group. And then they like come sit by me with her and her friends, start asking me questions. Like I remember one woman asked about her boyfriend. I said, "Do this. Don't have sex with him." She couldn't even wait. She waited 2 days because I ain't seen her for like a week. I was like, "What happened?" "Well, I waited 2 days. He wasn't going for that." I was like, "Did you talk to him?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "See, you was dealing with an immature man. I wouldn't go call him a boy." And see what happened? You got to be strong within yourself. You wanted to change, and he didn't want to change. So you allowed him to overcome you. So now women are learning they don't want that. So they have these me tools to kill off men. It's like the young dudes, the young men, it's like they tell their parents now, I'll be hearing them, I'll be going to places. I just go into some places. I just walk into churches sometimes. I just walk into if they say we having a family, a mother and son, a father, or some event, I just go and I just be listening to people. Little boy's like, I'm scared to talk to little girls now. The other little girl did to my friend. He hit her, she hit him and said, "You can't touch me because I'm a girl." And he was like, "I don't even want to be around them." And I was like, "Look what that's doing." And it was a white little kid. And I was like, and I stood up and I was like, I'm the oddball here. But I was like, a lot of teachings that I'm watching, I don't know how many of y'all gonna receive this. It's coming from you, mothers and fathers. I was like, y'all looking at my skin color. I don't know. Y'all like, he don't have kids. Like, what this Negro or nigger doing here in y'all mouth? I said the words. And someone was like, or like, oh, did he really just say that? But I was like, y'all won't listen to me, but listen to this young man and listen to these little girls. These little girls here, and they all white. These little black girls who's in here, they wouldn't be like that. They're not scared to hit boys. They're not scared at all to hit a boy. Or these young men. These young women are scared. You know why? Because they're backed by y'all stupid lies to protect them. But the little young men is not protected. Only thing that protects him if he don't hit her back. I was like, how hard to get hit and you done nothing wrong. And then let's say you angry at something that really is going on and you can't defend yourself and you told not to do something. Then when you do, you get punished. But she don't get punished. You know how many times? And I was like, I experienced this. I experienced this personally. They get accused of something that you didn't do and then try to change and try to look at the people in the eye and then go out. And just say if it got around to enough of people, that say your other family members, you know how hard it is? And see, nobody looks at that. That is very hard to live your life. And it's like, it's not about validation or reputation. I was speaking to them. I didn't talk that long because the spirit helped me sum it up real quick. Just like in church on a New Year's Day, I was like, all y'all come into church. Can I speak, Pastor? Because I was like, in the spirit, I was like, I don't know what I said. It was probably more, I didn't say nothing Christian-y or scripture-wise. Like, I was like, y'all realize how many young black men died this year. Y'all sitting in church. I don't see no black men in this church. I don't see no men. I'm not saying men come to church. This is the only place to come to, but it's none of us in here. But y'all worried about y'all money, y'all jobs, y'all so busy. You know how many young girls got pregnant this year? I was like, and we sitting up here doing this, and that was like 3-4 years. I don't know. I was at least 4 or 5 years ago, because I stopped going on New Year's. I was tired of seeing people one time a year. I was tired. One time a year, I was seeing people. I was like, I remember seeing you, and you last thing. I was like, I didn't see you after. I seen you twice this year because I was coming to church. I had made a promise to come, not just to see you, but I enjoy seeing the people at the church. I enjoy seeing this young man here because it's not a lot of times I get to see him. But then a lot of young men we don't get to see. And I know you lost some young men. And I was just pouring out what the Creator gave to me. And this is all I do on here. I walk the streets and pour out what He gave me. And when I get done with these, I'm usually like not sweating tired. I'm like fatigued from like my spirit, my soul, man. It's fatigued because I poured out what the creator gave me, the give to you. We honestly look up and say, well, the Bible said this and that, but I'm standing right before you telling you, be mindful of what you allow your child to do. I'm not saying it's wrong, but be mindful what you allow your child to watch. Be mindful what you allow. You buy your child a laptop. How many of y'all look at the laptop with them? How many of y'all go over things on a laptop? You just buy them a laptop. You buy them the phone. That's all you do. And we worrying about these stupid celebrities. I don't. They trying to say Serena and Venus are reborn boys, and their dad gave them a sex change. Look at their family. Some people in their family got killed. Look at what happened to their family. Look at Serena now with a white man. She dated all the bad black men and with a white man. And then she dissed us, and it's like, no, is that was your agenda since you was a little? Your father set y'all up, and then you brought him in. Now you about to bring your child into this. So you're gonna keep dooming and cursing your child. Oh, you okay because you got money now. That's why you want to be in the industry. That's why you want to be a basketball player. Oh, you get millions of dollars. I remember a person tried to compare my job and my work ethics to the same as I was like, no, I signed a kind of a contract to work here, but I can resign. I just resigned today for a better life. I'm okay with my life, and I'm okay because I still have time. I'm 35. I'm not going nowhere. People like, I don't do this because I'm worried about somebody. Somebody gonna threaten you regardless. I've been threatening my whole life. I'm not worried no more. If they gonna take me, they gonna take me. If the creator say I'm not in my safe zone, just like in the reiterate on the safe zone, a young man woke up this morning. Woke up one morning going to school. He took the path of the safe zone, like that commercial of an investment commercial. You follow that little green mark. That's your safe zone. You go where the creator told you to go. Your safe zone. You're safe there. He got in trouble at school and they couldn't keep him in school. You get suspended and he make you go home. It was these young dudes after him. I don't know if he realized it or not, but as soon as he got out of his safe zone, they killed him. He's no longer here. I'm not going to blame the school. I'm going to blame the parents. Like, your child could not act right. It's your fault. It's not the school fault. They cannot keep a child there that don't want to be there. You cannot do something they don't want. Just like I can keep saying the same thing. If you don't want it, you don't have to listen. I can't force you to change. Can't force you to do better. Can't force you to want better. All I can do is do my part. Because what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your choice. It's your path. It's your journey. Choose wisely. But if you keep allowing all this crap that's in this world based on the industry, because you see they getting money, they getting all of this and all that, you got to realize it's a lot what these people go through. Shalom, whoever's on the live with me. It's a lot what these people go through to get to where they at. Now, I know your shoes may be different growing up from mine, but I don't want your path. I want the path that I was set and made for. I want to have my focus so I can work on my mission, my purpose, and my position. And I'll say, enjoy your life. Don't make everything. I got to retire. I got to go to school. Enjoy your life. And I don't mean just traveling. I don't mean just drinking. I don't mean just partying. I don't mean just smoking. Because after a certain age, when you don't know how to do certain things and you at a certain age, you're going to be wanting to know. So if you're a young man and young woman, your family didn't teach you about credit, go learn about credit. It's your choice. You can do it. Go ask someone that's like, wow, you know about credit? They may know. Somebody you might least suspect that would want to share information with you. Just ask them. Just ask that person. It's no shame in that. You have no problem. But if you don't open your mouth, you would never figure out the information. So all this stuff in the industry, don't be so quick to wanting to do it. Watch other people. See what they go through. I'd rather be a thousandaire from working hard, from building my own business and doing what I'm supposed to do, than trying to go sign the contract with American Idol or America's Best Dance Crew. I don't know what they had to do. I don't know what their things they had to do going forward. But you enjoy your life, be the best you can be. Keep saying you love yourself, you are great, you are strong. Keep the positive affirmations, morals, and ethics. If you don't know, Google the word. Then find out for you, what is it for? You have a great day. Shalom.